Hello everyone. I am Kaushik Sai and my friend name is Harsha, and our team is Warriors. Now, our project is based on agriculture. It is smart farming using IoT, and we can go into further details. And you can see idea and the problem statement of this project. In the next slide, the problem statement is in the, it mainly helpful for farmers to overcome climate changes such as cyclones and global warming, etc. And it can also helpful to farmers in many ways, such as like from animals also. And the solution is green technologies, that is polyhouse farming. Idea is to develop using some sensors and Arduinos, and the data will be shared to the mobile phone of the farmer using IoT technology, and we can increase food productivity by this. And we can see the introduction to polyhouse. Basically, polyhouse. Poly means glass or polythene. House means house-like structure. We can it can use it to protect from sun rays, UV rays, and normal inside the polyhouse. Polyhouse is a basically it can in the polyhouse we can grow trees such as papaya, strawberry, etc. and in any climatic conditions. And polyhouse can inside the polyhouse we can measure any quantity using sensors like CO2 level, N2 level, and rain sensor also we can use, etc. And the next technology used is IoT. It is IoT is Internet of Things. It is a connectivity of devices using internet, and we can use sensors, and we can use microcontroller to connect them, and people and process. And people can know the details by using some apps using ML app developer, etc. And this is IoT in polyhouse. This is structure, the huge structure which is implementing in many countries, and we can automatically control temperature, humidity, light, soil moisture, and carbon dioxide, etc. In this, and we can control these conditions by providing the sensors with minimum level of these components. Then next slide. Next slide is the parameter selection. We selected this for our project is basic level, means soil moisture we can we be 10%. If it not 10%, the soil level sensor will activate. If humidity 50 to 70%, if it not, the humidity sensor will activate. Temperature and light sensitivity, carbon, etc. If that, the sensors will automatically activate as like we written our code. Next. Then comes to system architecture. System architecture involves sensors, actuators, and cloud and gateway. Gateway means we use Arduino microcontroller, GSM module, and Node MCU. Arduino microcontroller is the sensors are connected to Arduino directly, and the sensors will grab the data and store it in database. By using cloud, as we connected Node MCU here, by using cloud, ThingSpeed cloud, the data will be shared in ThingSpeed code, and it will be shown in the app of a mobile phone of a farmer. And GSM module is used for sending urgent SMSs to farmer when it is in need. And this is cloud architecture, and you can display in mobile app visual data and database. And some sensors we use are humidity sensor, CO2 sensor, and water level sensor, rain detect sensor, and temperature sensor, and etc. This is hardware design. In this, we can see Arduino Mega board. We use Arduino Mega board to connect more sensors to it. Firstly, CO2 sensor. CO2 sensor is used to detect the CO2 level in the polyhouse. If it not there, and if it's not there for limit, it will open the ventilators automatically by using L293D motor driver, and the CO2 will be maintained in the polyhose. Soil moisture sensor is used to detect the soil content. If it is dry, automatically the sprinkler tank inlet motor will activate and the water will sprinkle in the soil. Irrigation tank level sensor means when if any rain is falling outside, automatically ventilators will open and the rain will fall into the polyhose and the crop will get wet. If it already wet, the irrigation tank water level sensor, the irrigation tank which is placed in the polyhose will store the water for further uses. Temperature humidity sensor, if temperature is more, the exhaust fan in the polyhose will automatically on and the heat will be reduced and the polyhose can get be cool. Light intensity means if any cloudy or in night time, the light will automatically on by using Wi-Fi module and Arduino. Again, and we can use the we can use GSM module for connecting and sending SMS to farmer when it is an urgent. And cloud, ThingSpeak cloud, we can see the graphs of all in within in every 1 minute or some time we can give it. And this is about hardware design. We can implement it using we can use and we can use small model also. Additional feature B which is not included in inside polyhose, it will be outside of the polyhose, is intrude detection using sensors. In this we use Arduino only again and GSM module and PIR sensor which will be used to detect the any person who entered into it will detect, and by using GSM module the farmer get message or any person who is using this can message, and we can also extend this to further by providing some photographs of the particular persons. If he enters it will open, if not it will blocks him and we get buzzer sound or we get message to our phone. Next, this is our expected product. As of now, during pandemic we can't do, right? So we are getting this from internet. Our product also will be like this, but we use sensors and actuators and microcontrollers and Wi-Fi modules to do it automatically. We connected using polythene cover and strong polythene, and ventilators also we designed using motors, etc. Next,
And
next
there are
benefits
some
of
benefits, and here
polyhose.
some
It,
benefits
it,
of
it will be
polyhose
discussed by
farming.
my friend.
Yes, yes. Actually,
Yes, you can
polyhose
discuss.
farming is very beneficial for the farmers, those who prefer organic farming. Actually, you can grow crops throughout the year, and you will not able to depend on the climatic conditions. And also, there are less insects or pests in a polyhouse. It also increase the yield for 5 to 10 times, and also there is a less cropping period, and the quality of produce is obviously higher in polyhouse farming, and the fertilizers usage also is very less in polyhouse farming. And next, these are the applications they are used in polyhouse farming. And there is conclusion in agriculture in India contributes nearly 15 to 17% of the GDP. By using this project, we can use less amount of pesticides, and also we can increase the productivity of the crop. So the ultimate goal of IoT is to automate human life. It is also estimated that yield under polyhouse can be achieved at a higher level. So about 4 to 8 times as compared to farming done in open field. So hence farmers must think upon it or setting up a polyhouse rather than just working on the fields. And next here it is future extension. What is the future scope of this project? It can be extended for big polyhouses using wireless sensor networks. Here in this project, we have implemented the project with wide networks. Farms with open farming can also be monitored using the sensors and IoT for enhancing quality yield, extension, increase in harvest and profit. And with this project, we can also expect more profits. And also at the same time, the installation cost is also somewhat high. But here the biggest advantage is the government is providing 50% subsidy to the farmers, those who are capable to those who are interested in doing this type of polyhouse farming. It can also improve by using sensors, like some additional features we can add, like soil nitrogen sensors. These are used to know the nitrogen level in soil, which will be helpful for growing the crop. So this is the project. So thank you.
Thank you.